West, East Coast. Capo. 3 Crown. RTM, get down, Rep your grind, shorty, rep your grind. Rep your grind, shorty, rep it all the time. Rep your grind, shorty, I'ma rep mine. Rep your grind, shorty, that's the bottom line. Rep your grind, shorty, rep your grind. Rep your grind, shorty, rep it all the time. Rep your grind, shorty, I'ma rep mine. Rep your grind, shorty, that's the bottom line. Charged up like a Hemi, engine still revving, wrist game, blue ice under club lights flexing. Down south girls start twerking, it's a blessing. My East Coast girls pop that onion, keep reppin'. We bout that money game, we bout that hustle thing. If you ain't about that life, you ain't living right. If you want it, go get it, don't talk, just live it. Cause it's all about them digits. 6 figures, paper cuts, counting bucks.
This is Chanel here tonight at Peiju's Restaurant for the Lawn Jack Exquisite Event fundraiser. They have a red carpet and everything. Tonight's special guest is Marilyn Mosby. She's running for Baltimore City State. Tonight the proceeds will be going to Pimlico Elementary School, that's K-8, and Interim Housing Corporation. They help young ladies, well, all ladies that has been displaced by certain...
Okay.
As you can see, we have the red carpet here, we have the lights, we have photography from CelebrityStyle.com. He's over there setting up. This is going to be an amazing night for fundraising, for proceeds for Pimlico Elementary School and for the Interim Housing Corporation. These are very important aspects of our community. Marilyn Mosby, as I said earlier, will be here tonight. She's running for Baltimore City State's Attorney's Office. Get out there and vote. It's very important. We'll be back to you in a moment. We'll be You can reach us at REPYOGRIND.com, REPYOGRIND@gmail.com, on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook on the Rep Your Grind, because our slogan is, don't just do it great, represent. Hi Grinders, this is Chanel again, Rep Your Grind blog, here with Miss Peterson for Pimlico Elementary School, here tonight at the Lawn Jack Exquisite Events. Portion of the proceeds are going to Pimlico, and Miss Peterson is going to tell us a little bit about the school and why it's so important for us to give to the community, back to the community.
Hello again, my name is Jackie Peterson, and I am what they call a community resource manager, and in that capacity my direct position is to bring resources into the school. Now, if you know anything about Pimlico Elementary Middle School, it's right in the heart of Park Heights. And Park Heights has become quite a blighted community. It is surrounded by an area that is swamped with some challenges. It is a food desert. It has a lot of housing units that have no longer any residents or renters there. They're boarded up. And then you have right there in the center of everything, the school, where children from pre-K to 8 come as almost a place of refuge. Here we make sure that our students get anything and everything, not only that they need, but their parents as well. Some examples of that is at Pimlico Elementary School, we make sure that our children are fed breakfast, lunch, and supper. We make sure they are fed, and not only that, we make sure that they go home every weekend with backpacks full of food. Because as you know, sometimes you can eat every day at school, but have a weekend or a long weekend that comes along that these children are not eating. Wow. So we make sure we also offer services to our parents, because we know if we help the parents, we help the children. Right. So we offer GED classes, we do offer the adult literacy forum, we offer finance classes. We do a lot of outreach there because we do want to make it a holistic experience.
So how do they get the information to parents about the GED program and everything?
Well, we have different areas in which we do that. One area is what we call a robocall. And the robocall, what it does is that every parent that is registered with their child at Pimlico, one call system goes out that touches everyone that says GED starts in this area. Look, come and bring a friend. Right. And then we have a community-wide robocall. So we're just not touching the people at Pimlico, but we want the surrounding community to come in and be involved also. We also put up flyers, and we have different meetings that go on, our community residential meetings, our meetings within Pimlico, and of course word of mouth.
Right, that's the best. Word of mouth is everything. So how can we donate if we want to participate in helping the children?
Well, I'm glad you asked. As I mentioned, we really like to give a lot to make sure our students are operating at optimum levels. There is a lot of need. And when I say there's a lot of need, right now we're about to approach winter. There are times that these babies, maybe because parents work at night or they work early in the morning, and maybe their older siblings may have to walk them to school. And sometimes when that happens, you know how older siblings are.
Yes.
They might rush the little child along. They might not have their coat on or their socks on or something like that. So when things like that happens, we need to make sure that we have adequate resources at the school for those children. So we do a sock collection. It's called Happy Feet. We want to make sure our children's feet are happy. So we like to ask people to donate socks.
Okay.
All sizes. We have all sizes in the school. Anything from a size 3 to 33 we take. And there is also a need that there are times where unfortunately our young children may have an accident on themselves, and for whatever reason we can't reach the parent. Well, we have a surplus of clothes there, but it's difficult when a child may have had an accident on themselves and they don't have any proper undies to put on. So we need new undies to make sure that when our children have circumstances that is beyond their control, we want to make sure that they are redressed nice and neat and clean so that they don't have to sit there uncomfortable. We don't want that for those babies.
No, we don't.
So we are asking, two of our very serious areas is getting into the winter months now. These children need coats, they need socks, they need underclothing. So if there's any way that outreach can pour into Pimlico, that makes for a good spirit for a lot of people.
Yes, it will. And it's not, do you hear what she's saying? It's not because the parents don't have or the parents don't care.
Exactly.
It's because the economy, the way it is, you can work, but then when you have kids, you want the best for them, but then you also want to shelter them, and some stuff go lax.
Yes.
So remember, socks, jackets, what you could give to them. Miss Jackie, she'll be here. Call Rep Your Grind, we'll be there, because we are they are our future, but we are the GPS for them. If they don't see our love and compassion, they're not going to pass that or reciprocate that to anyone else. But so, are there any other events coming up that maybe?
I'm glad you asked.
Yes.
Now, what you may or may not know is that, amazingly so, the Park Heights Pimlico community is up for revitalization. Okay. There is an area called Slots Monies that has been allocated to redo that whole community, but you know you can't touch just the building and not touch the people.
Right.
So in that aspect, Pimlico has also been awarded $13 million for the school to be revitalized in year 2016 is groundbreaking. And we know that we can't touch the heart of our children, and we need to train them up to receive our new school. We're going to have a brand new green school. So those babies know that it is within their reach to see that education is a worthy cause. And they don't have to come into classrooms with pea green walls and things peeling off the walls and, you know, mush of dude-looking windows. We don't want that for our babies. So here's what I'm saying. Pimlico has a lot of meetings that are taking place at this time. We want people to come in and listen to what's going on in their community. We want planning to take place, and we want people to voice their opinions about some of the ideas that they may not even know that they can have to put into their school. For example, something like this, a media center, that would do those babies good. So they may need to hear something like that. Ideas, great ideas. So we would like to invite you out to our next planning meeting. I'm going to give you a schedule, and I want you to let the people know to come out to Pimlico. If you're not sure, they can always reach me at Pimlico Elementary Middle School at 410-396-0876.
So that's Miss Jackie Peterson here, Pimlico Elementary School K through 8. They are located at 4849 Pimlico Road. Y'all know I'm from Mississippi now. Baltimore, Maryland, 21215, and she just gave you her number. Look, they on baltimoreschool.com. Just go out and help the community. And remember, if you love what you do and you represent to the fullest being the GPS for the future generation, don't just do it great. Miss Peterson and myself, we represent.